Hello guys, welcome back to AWMFX. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. So currently we are looking at one of a very beautiful setup right here. Alright, of course I'm not inside this, trade. I miss out this trade. There is a lot of currency pair. Once in a while you have to miss out one. But I just want to say something is that uh, I found it quite weird because this setup actually did not happen in my trading view, right? It did not happen in my trading view at all. So it does not matter whether I'm using which chart provider, it does not happen. Okay, it does not happen. But anyway, let's stick to the MetaTrader for this chart setup because my provider actually always give me a hint. I found out that it give me a lot of hint. Okay, so let's look back at this trade. Okay, it's a very beautiful classical QML compression. All right, so let's look at it. The price is moving higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then higher low. All right, and then the higher high and the higher low. All right, see that before it makes the ultimate higher high. So this is where I place my QML. Let me make it bigger, black color. So this is where is my QML. All right, let's see, this is the QML. All right, so this is the head, this is the left shoulder. Of course, same thing, same process. Put a line, all right, put a line across. This is the QML Quasimodo Level, and then the price came down, okay, broke the low, either this low or this low. It broke all the low before it start moving up, all right, before it start moving upwards. So what happened over here was that it is actually moving in a compression form, all right, in a compression form. Of course, now we are looking at H1 chart. You cannot see it properly. Don't worry. I will make it very clear for you. So what happened here was that there is a gap. All right, there is a gap. So I believe it is because of some news or something. There is a gap. All right, or it's a changes. We call it the session changes of session between the American and the Asian market. All right, so there is a gap. So I found out that my provider, this Profitto, my broker, always give me this kind of hint. Wherever there's a gap, there is something going on there. So of course I missed out this. So what happened is that QML, is it important? I have to repeat this sentence I don't know how many times. Again and again and again and again. QML is nothing. Either you take this as a QML or take this as a QML. It does not matter. QML is just an area to tell you that the price is reversing at some point. So what you're going to do is that you need to find your MPL. So can you identify an MPL here? Actually, I can. So I'm using the same line chart, the same horizontal line. I drag it to a point where there is a lot of rejection. So this is the area. This is the area. All right, this is the area. So if you look at it properly, there is a rejection along this path. All right, then there is a rejection from the top again, then the rejection from the bottom again, then there's a rejection, and then finally the price drop. And then when it tries to come back to this area, this whole area over here, all right, this whole area over here, there is another rejection again before the drop that broke the low. Either you consider this or this. It broke the low. So what happens is that if you look at it properly, okay, what we're going to find is that we need to find something over here. This is what we call as a decision point zone. All right, the zone, the area over here. So what we're going to do is we switch it to smaller time frame and look for something there. All right, that is how we do it. We always look for something there. All right, so in this 15 minutes, you can see a lot of goodies. All right, a lot of goodies over here. Why I said so? So if you look at it properly, all right, if you look at it properly, can you see that this is a more obvious MPL? This is even more obvious MPL over here. So let me put it. This is definitely an MPL. There is a lot of rejection from top, bottom, left, right, up, down, everywhere. All right. So this is a very, very obvious MPL, maximum pain level. Okay, I need to repeat that because a lot of you guys always ask me MPL when I've done a lot of video talking about MPL. How come the text? Sorry for that. Let me. Oh, the name. I did it wrongly. I'm not really good with using MetaTrader really. It's just for a trading only. Alright, so why do I identify this as a MPL, this line over here? Right, if you look at it, rejection from bottom, from the top, from left, right, everywhere. Correct. So what happens is that now we need to look for a zone. Either you need to look for a fresh supply zone. Remember, we always sell at the supply and we buy at the demand. All right, so first of all, we need to find our supply zone. All right, so of course there is only one zone, which makes our life much more easier. All right, then not only that, okay, this is a rally base drop, a very obvious rally base drop. Okay, let me enlarge it to let you see it properly. If you look at it, the price, okay, maybe I need to do something over here. Okay, let me move it. Okay, this is definitely my zone, my entry point. This is definitely my entry point. So if you look at it properly, the price respect the whole zone. This time is the whole zone from the previous to the front, all the way, the whole zone. So this is what we call it a very beautiful setup. Okay, very obvious, beautiful setup. I don't know what else you can ask for. This is really easy. This is really the thing. Okay, so now we have our MPL. Of course, we need to move it to we need to switch it to our bigger time frame so it's easier for us to see, or maybe we don't need that. Let me see. I'll stick to the bottom and then top right here. Okay, let's look at this miracle. No, actually it's not miracle, it's just normal. It's really normal, right? The price touched this area, the fresh supply zone, and then drop. All right, drop. So if you guys know how to do mapping, by the way, I just want to share something. I just I'll say guide one of my friend of doing mapping. So I will say mapping is very important. So if you look at it, you look at this thing, all right? So the price is moving up. What we are looking is that, is there any more demand zone? So this is a demand zone. It's already consumed by this candle. Then of course this whole row don't have any more demand zone. All right, so this is another demand zone. Let me put a box there. This is another demand zone right here. All right, but it got consumed straight away over here. Well, now I'm pitching mapping some more. Okay, then over here we have another demand zone. All right, there is demand zone, and this is a fresh demand zone. This is a fresh demand zone. I can't deny anything. This is really a fresh demand zone, and got consumed by this candle. All right, that's why there is a break. There is a break over here. Then after that, you look at it. Where else do we get demand zone? No more. All right, before the movement up, there is no more demand zone. No more, except for this part over here. Right, the whole movement, you only have 3 demand zone. 1, 2, 3. That's all. If it gets through, you go until here, at least. Right, but does not mean that if I post this video early, don't jump in the trade. No, it's not that way. I'm just trying to show you. Can you see this is a compression moving very small, slowly going up. No more. There is no more demand zone at all. 1, 2, 3. That's all. End of story. All right. So you can look at it. This is one of the perfect trade. More. I mean, what else you can ask for? Really, what else you can ask for? That's why once it breaks, once it trigger, it will come down and test the last demand zone over here. Okay, go back up, and then after consume, it will just go down, break at the next demand zone, and now it's slowly going down towards the possible take profit zone at this area or even lower. All right, I'm not going any further than that. So this I'm going to show you is what I'm trying to explain here is that this is a typical way of how you find a quality QML. All right, using the MPL. Really, please don't need to ask me again why you do not enter your trade at your QML. No. If you consider this is your QML, you are a failure also. If you consider this as a if you consider this as a QML, your entry here, you are a failure. You consider this is your QML, you entry here, you are a failure also. All right. If you look at it, I analyze my chart. I always talk about MPL. If only MPL does not exist. All right, I'm going to say it again. If MPL does not exist, means that, okay, I'm going to give a lot of education today. So if, I'm going to draw here. So if, what happens is that if the price, okay, going up and forming a QML, all right, then the price went up and plunged straight away without having anything, nothing like this. Okay, very clean going down. All right, so this time the MPL, the QML here is powerful. Okay, for this kind of case, QML is very powerful. So how you're gonna enter this trade is that you need to look for something that we call it as a double maru. Either double maru means that the movement down. Is there any double maru? Is there any double maru? If you do not know what is double maru, please go and watch one of my video. I explain a lot of double maru king. Okay, double maru means that there is a price going down like this, and then going down, going up, candlestick, and then there is a shadow going down, and then a shadow going up. All right, this area, you look for it. Is there anything at your QML? That is the only place if I trade without using the MPL. That is the only kind of setup. If not, I see a lot of things like this. I'm gonna find my MPL. MPL is very important. All right. So hopefully you guys learn a few tricks about how to trade a traditional, or should I say conventional way of QML right here. All right. So see you guys then. Good luck trading, and please give me a like and subscribe to my channel if you feel that the videos that I produce for you is can give you a little bit of knowledge on trading, or maybe it helps you on trading. All right, so see you guys then. Bye.